Hey guys, 𝐦𝐤𝐜 from Meninfluencer here. So I took cold showers for 30 days, and in this video I pretty much want to talk about my experience and how it pretty much had an impact on my life. I already made a video about it where I took cold showers for 5 days, and I have it linked down below. So obviously if you're someone that's actually new to this channel and would like to see more content like this, because I might make a 60 days of cold shower video, please consider to hit the subscribe button and help your brother out. With that said, let's jump into the video. Alright, so in my last video when I talked about taking a cold shower, when I took it for pretty much for 5 days, it had some kind of impact on my life. I just felt like I was more disciplined and I just had some kind of urge to actually do something that I wanted to do and be more productive. Well, when it comes to 30 days, I still felt that need, but it was a bit reduced than it was initially at the first 5 days. But nevertheless, it was still better than obviously not taking a cold shower at all. And I think the main reason for this is because I already saw some comments about it in my last video where people talked about that you get an adrenaline shock and therefore you just feel more encouraged and you just have more courage to actually chase something that you want to chase. And another thing I want to talk about is that pretty much in the last video where I talked about cold showers, I took the cold showers for 5 days and I actually felt more disciplined. Although that's still true now, it just feels a bit different because obviously after 30 days, I don't feel the same type of energy when it comes to being as disciplined as I was after taking cold showers for 5 days. But actually, there's another thing that happened. Although I'm quite disciplined, I just feel like I give more priority to things that are more important rather than things that are actually unnecessary, or maybe you want to actually do it, but it's not your main priority. So therefore, I actually feel like after those 30 days, I've actually acknowledged and I've pretty much done the things that I actually thought were important, and I've noticed that some things are more important to do than others. And thus it actually allowed me to understand what I find important and something that I actually don't find important. And do you know what the interesting thing about cold showers is? That I actually thought it would have more of a physical impact, but it's actually more mentally, at least for me. I'm not sure about other people, so if you're someone that actually is taking cold showers, feel free to let me know down below. A lot of people actually talked about that if you take cold showers for a long period of time, it actually becomes less intense and therefore it will be easy for you to take cold showers. Although I've only done it for 30 days and I know that some people have experience of taking cold showers for 6 months, and therefore I don't really know what I can expect. But something I actually did notice is that even though I've only taken it for 30 days, I actually haven't seen that much of a difference. Because the first day when I took a cold shower, I found it quite intense, and even though it's the 30th day now, I still find it quite intense. The only thing that I've noticed about it is that it's not as hard to get into the cold shower, but while I'm in the cold shower, I do actually feel the same intensity. I also hear a lot of people talk about when it comes to cold showers that it actually helps you with muscle recovery and that it has pretty much a lot of benefits when it comes to your muscles. Although I haven't really been able to work out as hard as I would like to do because obviously because of everything that's going on and the gyms being closed, it wasn't actually in my favor. But now since the gym is open, I've been going at it quite intensely, and therefore I actually want to try it out for myself, how it actually benefits my muscles and how it can actually help me out. Because obviously when I initially started taking cold showers, I didn't even expect it to have a lot of impact, and it actually had tons of impact mentally, and I'm not sure about it having a ton of impact physically, but obviously I haven't really been working out and therefore I can't really comment on it. But since I'm actually starting to work out, I'm thinking about making a 60 days of cold shower video where I can actually pretty much talk more about the benefits I've got from cold showers when I was also working out. And if you're someone that actually is interested about that video, please let me know in the comments down below if you actually want me to make that video. And obviously if you're someone that's actually new to this channel, also subscribe, because that way you won't miss it. So those are the benefits of taking cold showers. But obviously everything has some kind of drawbacks as well. And obviously I haven't noticed that many drawbacks, and I think that the benefits exceed the drawbacks, at least for me. But the drawbacks were actually that when I was starting to take cold showers, I didn't see that much of a difference when it comes to actually having drawbacks. But obviously after taking for 30 days, I've seen some drawbacks. So pretty much all of the drawbacks are derived from adrenaline, and the reason for this is that adrenaline is something that our body produces in times when we're pretty much in danger. And obviously if you're taking a cold shower, your body doesn't expect it and it thinks it's in danger, even though it really isn't. And therefore obviously it does actually put you in a state where you're more alert and you're obviously more stronger, and it has tons of other benefits at that moment. But obviously in the long term, I'm not sure if that's a good thing, because now I feel so much better and I feel more disciplined, and it just feels like you can do much more. But I'm not really sure about what kind of effect it will have in the long term. And I'm not even talking about 1 or 2 years, but maybe in 5 or 10 years, it might even have some kind of negative impact that I haven't noticed yet. So I pretty much noticed 2 main drawbacks when it comes to adrenaline. And obviously, the first one I want to talk about is that I actually feel alert, even though I really shouldn't feel that alert. Obviously, some people might think that, yeah, that's a great thing, because now you feel more focused and disciplined, because obviously you can just look around and you just feel like you're in the moment, and that's a great thing. Although I can understand where people are coming from, I'm not sure if that's a good thing, because obviously if you're just at home and you're pretty much doing nothing, or you're just actually working on something, you want to work on that particular thing. But if you even hear a slightest note from pretty much behind you, you just feel like you actually have to look there, and you just feel like there's something happening and something that isn't good. I know it's pretty hard to actually explain it, but obviously it just feels like you're in some kind of danger zone, and it just feels like you need to be alert 24/7 because you got adrenaline shock, and now you feel like you're in a danger zone. So although this drawback hasn't been really significant for me, I can understand that for some people it might be significant, because obviously you might feel a bit more paranoia and you just feel like you're unsafe 24/7, even though you really shouldn't be. Obviously, I have to be honest, when it comes to cold showers, I know a lot of people on YouTube talk about how beneficial it is and how great it is, and obviously that's true, but everything has its drawbacks, and this is one of the drawbacks. And although it is a drawback, I obviously didn't feel this every time I took a cold shower. I just noticed this a few times, and I actually did feel a bit paranoia one day. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you'll probably feel this the same. Maybe you won't, or maybe you feel a bit more than me. It just depends on the individuals. So if you're someone that actually wants to try it out, just have a shot at it. And obviously, if you just feel like this isn't something for you, and if you actually just feel too uncomfortable, just stop. And the other drawback I want to talk about is that actually, when I was taking cold showers, the first 5 days, I was shaking a bit, and obviously I thought that's maybe just a beginning process, but then after the 30th day I was still shaking. And this wasn't only after I took a cold shower, I could even notice this 3 or 4 hours later, even though I took it 3 or 4 hours before. So you actually need to put this into perspective. So you're taking a cold shower, and after 3 or 4 hours you can still feel yourself a bit shaking. I'm not sure if that's a good thing, and I obviously think that this is because you put your body into a shock, and therefore your body is actually reacting to it because it thinks it's in a danger zone, even though it isn't. So now pretty much talk about the benefits and the drawbacks. And I know some of you guys might be asking, so do you actually recommend it? And what are your thoughts on cold showers? So the thing with cold showers is that there isn't that much scientific evidence when it comes to it. I know there's tons of videos on YouTube, but most of those videos that I've actually noticed don't even talk about the drawbacks. They only talk about the benefits, and obviously they're just talking about how amazing it is and how it actually change your life, even though they only do it pretty much just to get your attention. Because obviously if you talk so good about cold showers because it's a trendy topic, you'll get more views, and obviously people will love it. And therefore, so currently I'm in a position where I'm actually not too sure about it yet, because obviously I'm just one person, and obviously every single person will have a different kind of reaction when it comes to it. So therefore, when it comes to cold showers, I'm actually still not too sure about it, because I'm just one person that has actually tried it out, and I'm giving my honest feedback of when it comes to cold showers. And obviously, when it comes to me, I actually believe that it's quite an experience, and I actually didn't expect to get these kind of results. And I know that it will depend on each individual, and therefore if you're someone that is actually thinking about taking a cold shower, just try it out for yourself. You don't necessarily have to do it for 30 days. Just try it out for 5 days, just like I did before. And if you're someone that actually likes it, you can continue it. And obviously, if you actually feel like you're getting some severe drawbacks and you don't want to do it, just stop. And obviously, just like I previously mentioned in this video, I'm actually thinking about taking cold showers for a longer period of time, because this way I can actually show my experience with you guys and document it on this channel. I've already documented the first 5 days, and now obviously after 30 days, you're watching this video. But what about 60 or 19 days, or maybe 6 months or a year? What kind of benefits or drawbacks can we expect? If you're someone that is actually truly interested in it, just let me know in the comments down below. And obviously another thing I want to talk about is that obviously since the gym is open again, I want to actually experiment what kind of impact it has when it comes to muscle recovery. So that pretty much sums it up for this video. So if you're someone that actually found this video interesting and would like to see more content like this, please consider to the subscribe button and help your brother out. And obviously, leave a like for the YouTube algorithm. I'll make more videos like this, and I make a lot of other types of video on this channel. So if you're someone that's actually interested in this, please check it out. And obviously, with that said, I'll see you on the other side. Bye bye.